Today we're going to be myth busting 5 myths regarding the real estate market in 2023 that you need to know about. So let's get started. So the first myth we're going to cover is the market's going to crash. Now, whether people think it is or hope it is, the answer is no, the market is not going to crash. Lenders have become much more stringent in qualifying buyers. So there was a time when you literally needed like a pulse to qualify for a loan. That is no longer the case. So there are stricter guidelines and qualification requirements where someone who really doesn't qualify won't qualify. And the second reason we won't have a market crash is that we are still in a seller's market. We still have too few homes and too many buyers. So even though things have leveled off a little bit, and I've said this over and over in previous videos, we still are in a seller's market technically. We will not have a crash in 2023. And you don't want to crash. If the market is crashing, that's bad news for the economy. That's bad news for jobs. That's bad news for homeowners. That's bad news for service people. It is bad news all around. So whether you're hoping the market is going to crash because you're thinking, then I'll finally have a chance to buy a home, or whether you just believe the market is going to crash, neither one is true, and we don't want the market to crash. The second myth, or I shouldn't really say myth, it's more like hope, is that interest rates are going to go down. Interest rates are not going to go down to what they were last year at this time, which was like 2.5%, 3%. They may go down a smidge. My guess is that interest rates are going to hover somewhere between 5.5% and 6.5% throughout the year. So no, interest rates are not going to go down to the 3% that they were a year ago. With the lower interest rates, you had more people flooding the market, so your competition goes up. And what happens when competition goes up? It drives the price up of homes. So with the interest rates being what they are, you still have enough competition, but not like you would have had a year ago with the interest rates being 3%. The other myth in the real estate market is that sellers are going to get multiple offers. And as much as I was saying that's not going to happen, or the days of that happening are becoming fewer and fewer, I'm starting to change my mind a little bit. In Eastern Massachusetts, in the few weeks that we've kind of entered and been in the spring market, I've been hearing more and more multiple offer situations. So whether it's really going to be gone or whether those multiple offer situations are just going to be fewer, I don't think they're going to be gone. Well, I think these multiple offer situations are going to create, $50,000, $60,000, $80,000 above list price sales. I sure hope not, but I've been hearing more and more talk about over ask offers. So I'd like to think it's a myth that it's not going to happen, but I just don't know. One thing sellers for sure cannot do, and this is another myth, is overpricing their home. With interest rates being what they are, people are able to afford less, and it's costing more money to buy a home. It's costing more money to borrow money. As much as a seller wants to get as much money as they can for their home, who doesn't? Overpricing your home is not going to do you any favors. You're going to get fewer people coming to your open houses. You're going to get fewer, if any, offers at all. Buyers are a bit more cautious. So rule of thumb, price your home accurately and just let the market do its thing. Another myth that has been swirling, and it's been swirling for a little while, is the no prep. People are thinking they don't need to prep their home because it's going to fly off the market. Well, that's not the case. You still need to prep your home. You still need to give it a fresh coat of paint if that's what it needs. You still need to clean up the yard. You still need to declutter. You still need to do some staging if your home is empty or you have lots of empty rooms in your home. You still need to prep your home, because prepping your home will result in a quicker sale, and prepping your home puts your home in the best light possible. And it also helps when it comes to appraisal. So if you have a lot of fix-it things you need to do to your home, just do it. And the last myth that's out there is people believing that they really don't need a real estate agent to help sell their home. Most people who hire an agent tend to make more money off their sale. And not just that, Selling a home is complicated. Selling a home has a lot of legal loopholes and so many things that can go wrong, from offer being accepted to the day of close, that you as your average Joe homeowner don't know, have never experienced, and have no idea how to address. Real estate agents do it for a living and we do it every day. We know what things to say and do to avoid the deal falling through. So your best bet is to hire an agent. All right, that's it for today. If you know of any other myths out there that you think are true, or you're not quite certain if it's a myth or not, reach out, leave a comment down below. I always respond to comments. And if you like this video, you got a little bit of value out of it, and you want to learn a little bit more about the real estate world, local and nationally, what life is like in Massachusetts, and get a little glimpse of the behind the scenes look at being a real estate agent, definitely hit that subscribe and that little bell so you get notified whenever a new video drops. Any questions? Reach out. Happy to chat. See you next week.